Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Coach Chris from AccuTrader.net coming at you with a real quick video. PPI was released this morning at 7:30. Oh, before I start, disclosure links are in the description below. This is not intended to be financial advice of any kind. I am not a financial advisor. Please, if you do not know what you're doing, do not trade. It is very risky, and you likely will lose money. Having said that, I apologize about not putting a video out yesterday. I had a computer nightmare situation, which brings me to bring up a good point. One of the risks of trading is not only the market, but it's the technology involved with it. You have your internet connection, you have your platform connection, you have errors in your platform, which yesterday I also encountered. Top Step X, when you would put a limit close to close your order, it was not getting filled. It would just blow right through it. And it was very annoying, and it took me a while to discover what was going on. Finally, they put a header along the top, and then after even further, they wouldn't even allow you to trade, and also closed a trade when I was in the middle of it. So that was annoying. You have your computer, obviously, your operating system. And so not only do you have to make sure you know what you're doing with your platform, etc., you want to be careful when you're updating programs on your computer, adding programs, because they can affect things like NinjaTrader, Sierra Charts, any of the other platforms that you may be using. And trust me, it's a nightmare to have to go back and figure out exactly what it is that's causing it. And it was really a bad day for me. But having said that, I had a feeling we were going to get more of a reaction than we did this morning from the statement. And we did get a big down candle here. This is when it would have fired here, because here's the open, this candle here. This is the 7:30 candle. It went from here to here. It was only a 28, well, let me remeasure that. A little bigger. Only a 31-point candle, which I had expected was going to be more. And overnight, you can see there not a whole lot. This is a 5-minute chart, by the way, and this is the AccuTrader.net trading system I have on my chart. It consists of this cloud, this line, and this line, and then these indicators here, but I'll go through that in a minute. So at 7:30, we had the news. And what they did is we had a big push down on the actual, this is a 5-minute chart. I'm on Central Time. You can see what they did from 7:30 to the open. They slowly bid this thing back up. Now, I've been trading for a very long time. And I used to trade the QQQ before I started trading futures full time. I trade equity options, QQQ, SPY, SPX, NDX, all of that stuff. And there's an old trick that they used to pull is liquidity is very light pre-market as compared to post-market. And so if a big player or several big players want to manipulate, and I mean, I didn't say manipulate, did I? If they want to position the market where they need it to be, perhaps when a big news announcement comes, you'll often see them move it, not always, but very many times they will move it pre-market to the opposite side to position themselves to then get an opposite reaction at the market open. Because think of what they're doing, okay? Think of all of these shares here they have, and they're positioning. Everybody's buying, thinking, oh, it's gonna go up after the open. And then what do? They do a rug pull, and all of these people who bought in up in this area now are all off sides, meaning they're upside down, and so they're looking for opportunities to get out. Well, what does that cause? When it's going up, we call it a squeeze, right? Because not only are the buyers buying, but the shorts that are offside are forced to sell as well, fueling the market. Meanwhile, options buyers are out there buying call options, which means the market makers have to hedge. Well, what we had here then was the exact opposite. So at 8:30 a.m. Central Daylight Time at the New York Open, we fired into a trade immediately. We had a big down bar 5 minutes before the Open, and that was a signal. I figured, well, they're going to drive this down, and sure enough, they did. So we got into a trade right here at 8:30, and it was beautiful. We never even came close to getting any heat. You can see it almost immediately pushed down 20 points, put us into profit right away. Now, this did flash a little bit. It was wavering, but I would say you got at least half to 3/4 of that candle, and then it just beautifully just continued to sell off. I want to say it's about a 90-point move. Let me just see here. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. From there to there, 85 points. So a really, really nice trade. Even per micro, you should have got at least, 50 points is like right in here. So you should have got around 100 points or $100 rather per contract. Then it drifted back up until 10:30, where we're now in a little reversal, a little uptrend here. So far, it's about 40 points it's gone up, but you can see the strength of this move down, and you can see since the end of that, well, they did bring it up here, but it's been a lot of consolidation and up and down movement. So we do have more news, I believe, coming out tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Also, you'll notice there was a trade at 7:30 right at that candle. Well, it was probably the news candle. I do not ever, ever, ever advise trading that news candle if you don't know what you're doing. Even though the system signaled the sell signal, stay away. Do not, even if you get it right once, you're going to be murdered the time you're really offside, because it's not going to be a 28-point move. It's going to be a 100-plus move in the opposite direction. Trust me on that. So, Coach Chris from AccuTrader.net, you guys have a good afternoon and good trading to everyone. Thanks for watching.